So we're back at it, YouTube. I know this is going to be a little bit of a different, like a day or two off from the usual upload time because I didn't play this on the same day as always. We're going to try to push through. I don't know how long this will go or how long the episode will be because I streamed this variant. If I ever do the star mode thing, I would record it. My internet is being a complete piece of shit, so I don't know how long I'm going to want to do this. But we'll see how long we play for today. Last time we got through the spring thing, we're going to the regional. Hopefully I don't fuck it up like I did in the first round at least. And we got a lot of third years that I'm going to be sad to see go this year. Some pretty solid looking first years that could develop into something pretty good for the start of next year, but it's going to be rough. But we get Jimmy Grease for one more year, which is good. Flint Rubb and Barron, Sky Barron and Chris Ahoy, but the people that we're going to be losing is going to be our shortstop, Reynolds, of course, Clyde Dude, Jamie Love, Lloyd Stew, and MacArthur Hendricks. And then, of course, Shadow, who's just starting to get into his own. He's like a dominant pitcher because he's really gotten to his own as a starter. He was our relief pitcher, but we moved him to starter, and he did great during the whole thing. Max Cookie, who could throw up to like 97 miles per hour, is the freaking like a monster arm for a high schooler. So we're gonna be losing them, but we still get Cub Holder, Xavier Montague, Jeff, and Folk Marmaduke for one more year. So hopefully they can step it up. Then a lot of our first years, we're gonna hope Fresh Lou, who starts off pretty solid for pitching. So we'll see what he can become. Gus Kidney, Cat Santiago, Zach Sparrow, and Cheese Conway, as well as Liam Top, Chubby Stone, Dan Gillicuddy, and Booker Coy. We'll just have to see how they turn into things. Hopefully they'll develop good enough to be ready by second year. I still really want some people fresh out of the first year and play, like Jimmy Grease was day one got to play. Just making sure I don't need to use any of these. But we can't get them all. I'm gonna go to the bookstore. It's Cookie's birthday. Morale is high. Children's Day. Marmaduke's birthday. It's gotten taller. Marmaduke has not really played. Maybe has played like one or two games. During practice exhibitions. Oh, it's Top's birthday. Everyone's birthday is happening. Good job, Top. Your recovery still kind of sucks, but you tried. Get a study group going. Skip some practice. I'm gonna go to the sporting goods. Mother Days. I should give Mom a call. She sent you a bunch of food, a bunch of energy drinks. Spring regional tournament brackets will be announced. Just bring your purple megaphones. Field's starting to look beaten up. This field constantly goes from it's looking good to it's getting its ass kicked. A lot of focus on yourself today. You guys get to do academics, rest. I go to the sporting goods store. Get the ultra game calling mitt. Bracket lottery. Been announced. Opening game will be Game 3, 5:20 for Game 3 against them. They're so excited, even though all three of these guys that are excited may not even see the field. Oh, this is our yearbook where you can see everyone. That's cool, though. You can see the magic going from back here in 2026 as someone who's left with 8.10 ERA to the last person we had 1.90 who pitched way more games in Dan Q-Ball. God, I miss them. Let's do case practice just so I can get that in. You guys spectate. You do a little of that. See, any special ability I want to get? I mean, Fresh Lou should get something. We got to start developing our first years a little bit. I don't know if he's going to be a starter or not, but just in case, it's good if they could get Reaper. Damn it. Because that could really help them. Everyone's trust going up. Look at Marmaduke. Yes. He's so happy. Stu has a suggestion for our next practice. Stu is a third baseman. Let's get some base running drills on. He's fearless. Stu's not afraid of anything. They're mid-tier rated, so you'd think I should win. Oops. And Shadow will just take the lineup. I mean, why not? He dominated during the last spring tournament thing, so why not let him keep going? And then we have a backup if we ever do need to. Cookie Max is a pretty good, solid backup pick. But Jimmy Grease to lead us off, kicking us off as we put him in the leadoff spot last time instead of Stu. And it's been a little bit since I played, so hopefully I don't completely suck, but luckily we were able to get one out there for a double. Jimmy Grease will lead us off with a double to start up the tournament. For the contact hitting, 16 RBI, 341 average, shortstop Lynn. Jimmy was a little bit faster. We might have tried to go for home, but I didn't trust it. Now you got runners on the corners for Clyde Dude, 317. Couple home runs, couple RBIs to his credit, and he's going to add another one. Good play, though, to keep the ball in the infield, so they get the out at first, but we get to draw in a run. And I got a runner on second for Jamie Love, whose power's developing late into the year in his season. He was not really meant to be a power guy. But, you know, it's not a bad thing. As he gets an RBI single. He was off 2-0. He just barely got that, too. I barely got a little piece of that one with the power swing. Flint Rubb with a 437 average, 2 home runs, 28 RBIs. I tried to follow that with power swing. It was a little worrying. I almost just missed, which might have been better. Flint Rubb's not going to be any sort of DK, but he's doing his best. But Sky Barron, who we barely see, is 311 average with a couple home runs to his credit and RBIs. He's been our power catcher / DH guy. Oh, he tried. Oh, this is really pushing it. He's running home. They're not going to try. That's going to be an RBI double. Couldn't make the diving catch. Sky Barron's able to give us 3-0. So Shadow gets a 3-0 lead to kick us off. Shadow, who did have like an inflated ERA going into it. He didn't do too great in his first 2 years. Has managed to get his ERA down 2-1 as long as I'm not badly pitching. Oops, fuck that ball up. I gotta warm back up to pitching. Just has so many decent, like, pitches. He can go fast, he can go slow, and on top of the break that they have, it'll be like a swinging bunt. He moved the runner to third. Got a runner on third with 1 out. I threw literally a meatball down the middle there. I'm glad he didn't capitalize on it. Oh my God, I wanted the corner. There we go. I mean, that was still a lot of the plate, but I think he was hoping we walk him. 2 outs now, runner on third. In the first inning of this one. Oh, that my analog stick. I kind of like slipped on the end. Luckily, that broke enough to get the corner. Good breaking pitch. Only the one hit. We'll see how the rest of the team does. Bases are juiced for Eutastics for Lloyd Stew, of all people. Getting a 260 with handful of, RBIs to his name. I will say his average has gone up since we moved him down the card. He was not a good leadoff guy, but he has been producing in this spot. And you see now he has got a base clearing double to bring in now 6 runs. Stu's coming to his weight. Stu was a punching bag for the longest time when he was developing. We just kept saying this guy was terrible. But now look at him. Shadow in trouble with no outs. Runners on. Pops it up. Shadow's running over it for the infield fly. I used to say I can't lock onto the thing. I look like just running around like I'm confused. I'm panicking. Ball smoked to the right, but that's going to go foul. Good try. I don't know if we would want to catch that anyway. Ooh, swung right over that circle change. 6 strikeout for Shadow here in this game. Ground ball over to Chris Ahoy. Go to first. Out. Gets out of trouble. Just the 2 runs that he's given up so far in this game. Runners on the corners for a chance for more runs for Jamie Love. 1 home run, 17 RBIs. Threw a fucking tiny little slow ball at me. I was not ready. Oh, hit right under it, but going to be fast enough to beat up the double play. He is not, so no run scores. Unfortunate double play. Geno again running into trouble at 101 pitches now. Runners on first, second with 2 outs. And a 90. He cranked him up to 90 miles per hour. He doesn't throw as hard as Max Cookie, but still was able to dial that one up right on the corner for the strikeout. And MacArthur Hendricks, 5 home runs, 26 RBIs. Some of these guys building up their home runs that I haven't even been seeing because of the simulation. And they're guys that I'm not even like focused on power, but they've surprised me with their home run total. But regardless, he's going to get an RBI double. It was offense flowing in this one. Shadow looking for the complete game. He's at 108 pitches. Oh, Jeff couldn't get him. Marmaduke's out there playing. They changed up the lineup, I guess, a bit, letting the other guys play. But 7-2 here. Shadow's trying to close this one out. Oops, nope, not waste a pitch. Jams it over to there. Stu running in. Gets that one. Ooh, swung right over the slider. The old 12-6 curve, trying to go to the dirt, kind of. But the fastball works just fine. Ninth strikeout of the game for him, and he's down to they're down to their final out. Can't talk. Eating my tongue. Ball over to Reynolds. Throw to first. Ball game. Fantastics do not falter in the first round like they did last year. This team, I mean, we had a great team last year, but this team was like, a lot of the players and pieces have really developed into something. It is going to be, so sad when we see them leave. I'm excited for the new first years to soon to be second years as they develop, but I've really come to enjoy the teams, how these guys have come together. And you know what? We should all play catch. And then I'm going to go to the hardware store. Dad's going to play catch and then go to the hardware store for milk. What? All right, now it's the quarterfinals. This is a powerhouse rated team, so this one might not be a walk in the park like the others have been. We went through a lot of mid-tier and decent and maybe like a contender during the last one, but this is where we're stepping up against a powerhouse. I don't think we've beaten a powerhouse. I think we've been beaten by powerhouses. But Shadow's out there. He did pretty good in his last matchup, but we'll just see if that's going to translate into a really good team like this. Well, he gets a strikeout to set the tone. I'm not going to complain. Back-to-back strikeouts. We'll take a nice slider that just broke right below the plate. Ooh, we caught the corner and they gave it to me? Must be Shadow's birthday. Stu with a nice attempt at jumping. He's like, I got it. No, you don't. So, unable to get through 1, 2, 3, with runner now on first. Very fast. That hit alone is going to bring the runner to third because that guy is fast. With some S-rank speed. Now you got runners on the corners. 2 outs. Over to Chris Sahoy. Throws to first. We get out with no damage right now in the first. But will we be able to do anything hitting-wise here tonight? 336 average, 7 RBIs for Jimmy Grease. I will say you had a lot of high expectations being a high-rated catcher coming in, and though his stat line doesn't show on the average to home runs or RBIs as much, he's been very good in that leadoff spot. Then 337, 16 RBIs. I mean, he's hitting really well. They just get overshadowed by like some of the people that are hitting ridiculous amount of average or home runs or RBIs, but they're doing their job. They're not trying to do too much. Guy also throws 96-mile-per-hour fastballs. I'm going to be completely off my game hitting, so I'm going to really have to hope that the CPU simulation will score. Well, I do. 6 home runs, 32 RBIs. And he's been building up a bit of a stat line here towards the end of his year. Hit up the middle, throw across the body for the out, so nothing doing in the first inning. Shadow already in danger with the bases loaded, and that is not a good sign. Powerhouse is in their names for what they are, their reputation. Does get a strikeout, though. 3rd strikeout of the game. They're slow, a bit slow on first and second, so possible chance of a double play. Nope, that one's going to get smacked out to Love, so that'll be a sac fly. But if we can get out of it with just 1 run damage, that's, not 2. It's better than what it could have been. It's getting worse, but we have a chance now with bases loaded for Flint Rub. The problem is we're not able to hit against this guy. This man's got a .77 ERA. And his mistake pitch was a slider still breaking out of the zone. Flint Rub getting a nice smack out there. We'll bring in a run. If we're gonna go down, we're gonna go down swinging. That brings in Sky Barron again with 6 home runs, 19 RBIs. Oh my God, the slider. It was not only a perfect pitch, but then it was so small. And it broke so much. 98 miles per hour. 3-1. He touched the rosin. He's going all in. And I couldn't hit it. Oh, my God. They got me swinging another Chris Ahoy. The breaking pitches, how small it's going to be because these are coming very quick. Chris Ahoy jams one out to left. That's going to bring in a run. Another run's coming around third. Cutting the lead down to 1. Chris Ahoy jams one to left field, and that's going to be now 4-3. Bases are juiced again for MacArthur Hendricks. Getting to this pitcher, and this is what we need to do. Hendricks, a weak blooper. That does fall. Luckily, I made sure to send the runner because I was like, I don't think he's going to catch that. And they could have screwed us. 4-4. Utastics come back swinging here. And they're looking for more with Jimmy Crease. With the bases loaded. Right on the corner for a strike. I was like, even if I wanted to swing at that, I didn't know what I was going to do with it. One ball, 2 strikes. Almost got me on that corner. Bite him off. A weak hit that bounces, so the runners were like scared to move, but we managed to tie it back up. No taking the lead though. Edo has been beaten up in this matchup. You got runners on second and third, 2 outs. Ball over to Rub, throw to shadow covering, and there we go. Getting out of the inning with no damage. Still more damage being done. And Shadow's at the end of his rope here. Swings over the shade, so only 1 run was given up. They're going to turn it over to Max Cookie. So that was instantly almost a bad choice. And it was. It was a horrible choice. Threw that right down the corner, but apparently it was just a meatball for this powerhouse of a team. Still not out of this inning. Oh my God, I thought that would at least drop out of the zone, but apparently not. That ball's gone. They're just teeing off on us. Well, it's our last chance. I don't think I'm going to score that many runs in this short amount of time. Not when he's throwing that good. Powerhouse of the team might be knocking us out of the tournament. I get a really bad swing on that one. You had to travel forever to get to that one. Chris Ahoy. No one on, 1 out. It's not even like the simulation our team couldn't really hit against it, but their one pitcher was phenomenal. There's like for a while until that 1 inning. Ahoy with a nice weak smack. Good enough, though, to get past the second baseman. Keep things going here for Lloyd Stew. Runner on first. 1 out. Just pulled it because of how fast they've been throwing the ball. I'm now very early. And I popped it right up to the catcher. And down to our final out, MacArthur Hendricks. Smokes this out to center. Center fielder comes on for the dramatic way to end the ball game with the diving catch. 9-4. Utastics couldn't beat it in the regionals. Tough teams. Maybe when we go against powerhouses, I should just leave it to the strategic card thing so I don't play. Because apparently we get to a point where I can't swing because I'm not great at it, even though I did score us our only 4 runs. Our team just couldn't have it. Shadow didn't have it locked down. Well, we'll just have to see where we go from there. So I chose to have a practice game against a powerhouse team, but instead I'm going to do the strategy game thing and see how it goes. I was going to do a practice game and let the first years play because I like doing that. But I think a little bit of practice against another powerhouse team would be very helpful. Just to see where the team could be at. They have a chance. Runner on second for Lloyd Stew. Hit and run. Dangerous. And it was a horrible thing to try to trust Stu to try to hit and run that. Dude, we're going to lose just 1-0. I mean, it's a little bit better than what we did. I say high pitches, and you just threw it. You threw it fucking down. Next cookie on the mound, though. Ball's hit out to the outfield. Now runners at first and second. Cookie not having the strongest of showings towards this. I'm going to let you leave it up to you on this one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hard hit right to center. Max Cookie's just not looking their best right now. Catcher had to go out and talk to him. Rather just get some weak contact if you're going to give up anything. Nope. Well, that's not going to help anyone. You just walked them. I think, yeah, you walked in a run. The hell's your problem? Send Grease out there. Talk to him. Mixed speeds out there. Don't just give them the same speed back to back. Okay, maybe you should just give them the same speed back to back. But that's going to be a sac fly. Now it's 3-0. Eagles have not done a damn thing out there. I think they've been one-hitted so far. Focus on inside pitches and then throws outside. I was like, ooh, not looking great. Up the middle, they'll bring it in. Oh, no. Short there, the shortstop guy. I thought I was going to go past him. So glad he got the range for that one. All right, down to their last 3 outs. Gonna push swing this. This ups his contact to S. He loses power, but Jimmy Grease is not known for much of a power guy. Pushes it over to second. So, you know, he did do what it said to do. He pushed it. Another attempt at push swinging. Lynn, just make contact. I have the thing that they might make an error. He made an error. Unfortunately, it was not worth it because Lynn's not that fast. He's just all power. Fuck it. Go for it. Power swing is... No, who cares? We're down to our last out. Just go for it, Clyde. We're going down swinging. All right, you're not swinging, Clyde. Full count. Payoff pitch. Power swings right over to third. He's not going to be able to outrun the arm. And out. So it was a struggle against powerhouse teams. We're not doing too hot on them. Our team, even when I'm not controlling, and when I am, I can't fucking hit. But they're not doing great against the powerhouse teams. They're still struggling. Need more work, even though they're going to graduate soon. It will be shit out of luck. Let's just do these. This will be a rough practice game because it is against a contending team, and it's all first years, and a lot of my third years are sitting out. Like, some of the good pitchers and stuff are actually just not available to be used. But to start us off, it's Cheese Conway, first year, E's all across the board. E for cheese. It's right over to the shortstop for an easy out. Little guy, cheese out there. Zach Sparrow, our shortstop of first year, is up. Oh, I tried to follow it, and I got right under it. Take a pitch, you moron. Gus Kidney. Power outfield. And that little bit of a power, try to push it up the middle. Nothing doing, kind of to be expected. But we do have our second year, Xavier Montague, who's going to pitch, because he may be our option for next year. I don't know. Does throw the East's curveball, which is fun. But I don't know what to expect out there. Santiago's going to get this one, but not able to throw the runner out because of the slow roller into this rainy dirt. Oh, he could be at third by now with throwing these slow pitches. Ooh, threw a meatball there. Oh, Sparrow, you might have been able to get that if it let me move. But his fielding's a little bit bad, so I guess I couldn't, react. Montague might be our next, but, I mean, Lou is not a terrible idea if he can get improved, because he was already pretty good out of the gate, so we'll see. But, because I don't know if we're going to be able to do much with Xavier Montague going into the next. He's right now the guy with the stamina to make it happen. Just caught the corner with the super fast 50-mile-per-hour pitch. Over to right, Marmaduke, who's playing. Going to be a sac fly. No, it's Marmaduke who has a good enough arm to bring it in just quick enough. 50 miles per hour on the corner. You gotta love it. Sweeper that just tails off. Santiago over to it, and Montague leaves with just the one run given up. See how he does. Nope, 3 runs. I mean, it is our first years out there. And some of our second years, like Powerhouse Sky Baron with runners on the corners. I tried to wait on it. Might be a sac fly, though. I'll bring the runner from third running home. RBI, sac fly there, 3-1. Hey, see if they'll do anything else. Montague's still out there. 7 strikeouts. He's given up 7 hits. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Up to 107 pitches. Ooh, nice strikeout. Gets his 8th strikeout. Gets out of it. We have a chance for runs with runners on first and second. Baron Sky or Sky Baron right back out there. Too bad I can't hit for shit. Nope, he's not going to catch that. The runner started to go back. I didn't have full control of that. We'll take it. Now you have this weird guy in Booker Coy, our first-year second baseman. Almost got his first RBI. He tried. Got a good piece of that one. Cat Santiago, our first-year third baseman. Pulls this one to right field. That's going to bring in at least a run. Here's cut the lead to 1. There's some life and some excitement in some of these first years. I'm really excited to see once they get into second year. And now we got Jeff, the second year, who's placed second, but he's out in center today. It's a little bloop. Yeah, it's not going to be enough, though. Not bloopish enough. Montague trying, just fighting out here. I mean, I appreciate you throwing some true grit out there. Ooh, and the fastball, 11th strikeout right on the corner. Trying to keep this a one-run game. Marmaduke running out there to get it. And that will be the out they need to keep it a one-run game. Down to their last inning, you got Folk Marmaduke to lead us off, hitting .364 with 1 RBI on the few times we get to see him. He smokes this one over to center for a loud leadoff single. Wasting no time on the first pitch. Now we'll come up with our second-year first baseman powerhouse, Flint Rubb. He's no DK power, but, you know, no one's going to be that after what we saw during his 3-year stint. Didn't really make full contact on it. Almost made it a hit, though. Sky Barron, catcher who also plays DH in the power slot. Just going to stick to contact for the time here. A nice smack over to center. Second baseman with a, heck of a dive out there. You tried. And you got Booker Coy up to bat. Gets a hard smack past the center fielder, the second baseman diving to the center fielder. I flipped those. Now you got the bases loaded for third base first year, Cat Santiago. Oh, I tried to wait on it. That might be a sac fly, though. I'll bring the runner for third. Going home, and now we got a tie ball game. Now you got Jeff up, who's looking for a hit. He has .9091 average for a guy with pretty good contact. He can't hit very well, and I can't hit with him. But side retired, nothing doing. Again, I'm kind of letting first years roll the dice. We're going to bring out first year Fresh Lou. Fresh Lou may have just served up a fresh meatball, and that ball's gone. Not me. I threw it in a really horrible position. That's the ball game, but it's a practice game. I liked what I saw out of him. I just wish I play better. I threw literally like a meatball slider for him to just munch on. But a lot of the first years played pretty good. They still need some time in the oven, clearly, but they have time. We still have our third years playing for them, so try to request a game. See if we can get some more help out there. Finally, just get some more practice. Reynolds, Rubb, and Marmaduke seem pretty good. Oh, Lou, you got to study better, man. That's why you can't be skipping our study classes, our academics. And it's Reynolds' birthday. He's gotten taller. It's Kidney's birthday. He's gotten taller. There you are. I'm afraid our schedule's all booked up because we're having training camp. That's okay. We didn't need any practice games. Man, it's going to be sad. This is our last... It's the summer game. It's going to be pretty much our last game for the third years, if I recall. So I'm sad because we're gonna lose so much talent. Our B rank's gonna fucking plummet. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to it. Like I'm excited for some of our first years, but there's some that are not learning their special abilities, and they're not developing that quickly right now. So I'm a little worried. I think we're about to go into pretty much a downward like trend for a little bit. I feel like I don't know. I want to have high hopes for the next team, the next set of our guys, but I'm always a little hesitant until they actually start playing how to feel about them. But we're here in our summer tournament. We can get into that one so that the seniors can stay around just a little longer. Because we lose and they're gone. But we're against a decent rated team, so hopefully we do all right. Clyde Dude with runners on. Man, racked up 32 RBIs. It's been eating there. Oh, and he racks up even more. You love to see it. Big home run. I mean, it ain't no 84 RBIs. It's no 27 home runs that DK had, but we take what we can get. Now Shadow will go out there and pitch 1.73 ERA. You know, he's been very dominant, but he had some rough goes against powerhouse teams. Over to Rub. Throw to the pitcher covering for the out. Getting a little early workout here in the rain. Popped it up over to Stu. Stu's locked in. Hits the out. There we go. A little bit everywhere. A little corner here, here, and here, and gets the strikeout, ends the inning. See how the team does. I mean, again, decent rating. We crush. Powerhouse, we suddenly look like we don't know how to use a bat. You got runners on first and second, no outs. I think if Shadow can get out of this one without any damage done, we'll mercy them. Popped it up behind him. Barron trying to run over. Couldn't get it. He just stumbled. Ooh, slider broke right in on him. Savage strikeout of the game for Shadow. Big smack over. He'll just throw it to first. Don't know if we would have gotten any kind of double play on that one. Oh my God, almost hit him. That wild arm of his. Ooh, caught the corner. The umpire gave us that, and that's a strikeout, and that's the ball game. Usually they call ball on that one on me all the time, but we'll take it. 9-0. Fantastic offense explode. You gotta love it. You gotta enjoy the seniors doing what they can before they're gone. Because it's gonna be a sad day when they graduate. Shinobi played his heart out. Isn't he so cool? Do another like inner squad and then just more special training. I gotta get some kind of perks for these up and comers. Guess kidney. What can we get you? See if we can get you better power or run maker. There you go. This man's got to make sure he's hitting behind a lot of people so that they're on base. He can produce. See if Koi can get anything. Wrong hits. Can we get you prime time? There you go. You can hit better in tough situations or something. Team motivation's at an all-time high. Conway's enjoying his food, so he's feeling great. This one's a decent rated team. See how it goes. Wonder if I'll ever win any of the major tournament stuff because I'm not great at it. And I'm like, will my methods of how I train everyone, will we get there? I guess it also depends on the type of people that we start with when we do scouting. Because like in the beginning, or lately, we've been getting some pretty good guys that won't take as much time to develop, so they'll be really, really good by their third year, I would think. Oh, that ball just did not break enough. Almost a home run. Almost got caught, too. Had a little bit of everything on that one. Go back up in the corner then. There you go. You don't want to swing at anything. I'll just throw it back up there. I pretty much got smoked because I think I actually bumped in and hit sinker, and that's his worst pitch that I do not throw, and I threw it right up there. I might as well just walked up to the plate with it and been like, here, hit this. Able to throw a little harder lately. I don't think I've been upping his speed, but he's been throwing up almost low 90s, which is pretty good. Jimmy Grease hitting .313, 7. It's just 7. I was going to say 17. 7 RBIs. He's a second year, so we get at least one more year of the Grease Man. So, sadly, another man we will see gone who was... I feel like we didn't talk about him a lot until this third year. I don't know, maybe at least towards the second year, but like, because other players. But Lynn's been a consistent piece of hitting that I have loved seeing out there as he gets an RBI double, possibly running home. Yeah, close one, but an RBI double. Gonna be sad to see him go. Same with Clyde Dew. He's just bees across the way. He's been keeping everything on track at the same time, which I haven't done. I'm not sitting there making him an all-rounder. I was literally just focusing on specific things, and they're all developing at the same time. We're going to miss him in the outfield. Same with Jamie Love, who's kind of, his power has gone up, but it hasn't really shown in his home run department. But he will get an RBI. We're going to miss him. Clinton Rubb's here for another year. His power's developed quite well, but even with all that power that he's gotten, he still doesn't quite have the trajectory or the perks that DK had to really send him to the moon. As he fucking was, I forget how slow he is. But he gets an RBI. 2 more runs added on. Chance for more with Jamie Love. Jamie Love's got a good stat line. He's been great for this third year. He may not be Ryland Oil levels of outfielder. He doesn't have the speed. He didn't quite have the consistency. But his power has been something fun to watch, even if he's not getting as many home runs. But his growth has been fun to see. The walk-off solo home run for Love. That's the ball game. He smoked that one. I didn't feel like I got a good connection on that one. But I also was a little distracted. I'm going to miss these guys. I'm going to miss them. Another decent rated team. We can't take our foot off the gas. We must keep going. I mean, it's risky, but if we keep going against decent rate, I might have to put Max Cookie out there. I mean, it's final time we might be seeing them play. Gotta let them go out there and do something. Jimmy Grease up to bat. smoked it. I've enjoyed our team having a lot of power, but I do like that Jimmy's power really, he's like, think E has only developed through him getting older. Because it was like, he aged up, he got taller, his power went up by a little bit. Like, a little bit of power and just like a little bit of the training worked, but I like that he's been like a pure contact guy. Like Lynn and him both just working on contact, because a lot of our team has gone through a lot of power surges. Lynn smokes this to left because I'm such a pole hitter. You got Clyde Dude. He's got C. He's not a B against Heidi, but ooh, I got under that. I fucked up. It's been really good though. Gonna miss Clyde Dude. Love got his second home run, 20 RBIs. Oh, I tried. It's so slow, though. I keep hitting it so early. He loves trying to just get something going for the end of his season here. His high school run. I don't know who has a chance to being drafted in this third year's thing. There's a lot of talented players, but I haven't heard as many like scout evaluation / excitement like I did with like DK and Dan Q-Ball and stuff. So we'll see. Maybe Shadow and Cookie might get drafted. They've been pretty good on the pitching department. Glenn Rubb, though, hell of a smack to right field for the 2 RBIs. Yeah, it's just a decent rated team, so you would hope that we do pretty good against them, but shit happens out here. Well, dude's running. Dude's trying to go. Dude's going. Missed. Oh my God, he's dead. Dude's dead. He died in left field. Holy shit. He went for the dive and everything. It did not pay off, and that guy would be... There should have been an injury. I don't think they can get injured, but holy fuck. Popped it up to Sky Baron. He'll take that. We will eventually, if not this year's scouting, but next we'll have to be looking for a catcher because both our catchers came in at the same time. Bases loaded. We're juiced for Chris Sahoy, and that ball's gone. Someone asked for a salami because you got the grand salami. I was going to say because we are going to be losing 2 catchers next year. They're still second years, so we're going to be looking for some new catchers soon. But it got overshadowed by Chris Ahoy's surge in power. I love it. I love to see it. That ball was just screaming to get out of here. It was a line drive home run. One out away of getting out of this, and I think moving on in the tournament. Ooh, right on the corner, struck him out, and the ball game is over. 9-2. Utaxis keep moving on. We want to at least try to get to the summer regional or whatever it is, just so I can get my ass kicked and lose there. It's a common theme that we beat the first one, then go on to the next, and then lose. Against a decent rated team, you know what? Like I said, I want to, because we only have our third year stuff for a little bit. Shadow's been pitching great. We're going to throw in Max Cookie, and we're just going to see, going to hope. Yes, Max Cookie didn't do great against the later parts of the tournament in the last one, but we'll see. Jimmy Grease. 321 average. Single-digit RBIs, but, he's in the leadoff spot. He's been great contact. It's been fantastic to watch. Thanks to the DHing, he was, like, one of the few guys that, like, we don't get a lot of first years that could just start off. Reynolds, 347 RBI, almost to 20 RBIs. I meant to say batting average with almost 20 RBIs. Ooh, right on the corner. Made him pay with that one, though. At least put runners on the corners. No outs for Cladude. 7 home runs, 35 RBIs. I don't think anyone's ever going to unless we make like a DK Jr. and somehow able to develop it perfectly, or someone comes in right away with S-tier power right away. I don't think anyone's going to have the stat line. Like, I think DK is going to hold the school record for home runs and RBIs through a 3-year his entire stint with the school. You'd have to play from the beginning and be crushing home runs from the beginning. Flint Rub. I mean, Flint Rub, you know, I didn't have any, like, DK hopes with him when he came in, even though he's got the power. But he's been hitting very consistently, so at least his average is there. He's hitting pretty, like, almost 400 batting average. So, we'll take it. Sky Barron, 7 home runs, 22 RBIs, a 313 batting average. Oh, try to smoke that one. I really wanted it. Is it going to? Oh, I did. I thought it was going to go foul, but Barron, Sky Barron lets it fly. 3-run home run. Originally, he was just going to be my DH. Jimmy was going to play catcher, but they kind of rotate between the two. Because I was like, I'm completely down for just a powerhouse DH guy. But you got 5 runs. You got Max Cookie, who's been struggling a little at the 3.41 ERA. And throw up to 96 miles per hour, though. But all that power. It's a strikeout. Doesn't always work out too well. You can throw hard, but if you're just going to throw meatballs. Over to Stu. Good range. Throws to first. Gets it to Rub. Over to Dude. It's going to be a loud single. Got a hell of an arm. I love the power in our arms we've got out there, even though it's going to get worse. We're going to be taking quite the step down when these guys graduate, unfortunately. All right, almost a 1-2-3 inning, but Cookie is struggling here. Oh, caught the corner with the 96 miles per hour pitch. Gets out of it with no damage, but let's see if he can make it stay that way. Been kind of like, other than the first inning, a bit of a pitcher's duel. Pitcher's duagonal. So what? Excuse me? What'd you call me? Looking to complete game, shut them out is Cookie, but Cookie needs a little motivation out there. Just to help out a little. Ooh, forkball right in his hot zone, but it's more like his not zone because he didn't fucking swing. He's out. Strikeout for that one. Nice Cookie up to 122 pitches. Sinker that gets hit right into the ground like it's supposed to. Throw two cookies. Pitcher covering for the out. Down to their final out. Cookie's going to touch the rosin. Ball smacked, and the rosin touch does not prevail. There was a part of me that was thinking that I might bring somebody else in, but it is a shutout game, and I was like, you know, see if Cookie can try to end this one. Up the middle, Cookie could not grab it. Now you got runners on first and second. Not the strongest showing, but I guess if you were going to take 11 hits and give up no runs, you can't complain. But unfortunately, it's looking like it could give up a run. Cookie cannot get this last out. The problem with them is that they have I can't lock on. There we go. The problem with it is that they have not they need a really good slow pitch to kind of break up the speeds. All their pitches are so fast that they're just waiting on fast. So they're getting really good contact. But they were able to get through a complete game, even though giving up 12 hits and no runs. I call it a win, you know? If my pitcher can give a shit ton of hits up, but they don't give up any runs, I don't care. We're in the top 8. The schedule's really heating up, so it's about time I explain how back-to-back pitching outings work. A pitcher's condition is linked to his motivation, but a high pitch count the day before will impact his ability to throw the next day. Just one day of rest will allow a player to regain his full condition, so make sure to remember this back-to-back games. Ever notice a pitcher's stamina significantly dropping the day after he pitched? That's what happens when a pitcher suffers fatigue from back-to-back appearances. This fatigue will be at its highest the day after pitching, but don't worry, he recovers a little stamina each day afterwards. Yeah, so you're a little late to telling me about it, but I appreciate it. Plus, that's why we kind of let someone else pitch, not just because of the senior thing, but also gave Shadow a little break. Marine Day, official summer, Montague's birthday. We're at the quarterfinals against Ito. Shadow can go back out there and take the mound for this one. See how they go against Haruto. Jimmy Grease will lead us off. Weak smack over to 30, missed it. That is a hit, right? Yeah, that counts as a hit. That's not an error. He just misplayed the bounce on that one. Went right under his glove. Now you got a runner on first for Reynolds. They always run in thinking bunt, but I never bunt. Some occasions I should, but in that one I was not. And now you got Clyde Dude up with runners on. I fucking was not ready for the breaking pitch. Take a pitch, man. And doesn't know how to take a pitch. Now you got Jamie Love up. The batting average on the rise. The RBIs building. The power improving. But unfortunately, too strong. You hit it right to the left fielder. And you got Flynn Rubb up. 384, 2 home runs, 34 RBIs. Hard hit right to first and nothing doing. Back-to-back hits lead to a whole lot of nothing, and Shadow will take the mound here for this one at a 156, 1.56 earned run average. This one gets smacked high out there to Dude. Dude will make the catch for out number 1. smacked up to Reynolds there at short. Out number 2. Got a lot of players that have come in, and handful of my favorites. I definitely like people who really enjoyed I mean, DK's left an impact for the team. He left a crater. He dropped a nuke in that first base position that I don't think anyone's ever going to match up to. But that's why I feel bad for the other players, like Ryland Oil and everybody else was doing great. But you can't beat someone who had 80-something RBIs in those 3 years for high school. I don't know what the record is for any school to have, but I don't know if he's crushed it or not. But he definitely crushed our school's record because we don't have records. His stat line made us make a record. Amy Love now with a runner on second with 1 out. Weak smack, caught the edge of that one, not all of it. Right to left. Yeah, wasn't even my intention. I was just like, oh, he'll be a fun little power hitter because he's a first baseman, and you don't have to focus on too much fielding with him. Just give him power and contact or whatever. And even the AI was still, like, crushing it. Even when I wasn't controlled, I was like, his home runs keep going up. His RBIs keep building. I'll be smacked to right field, but that's got an arm out there. I'm not going to test it. Now you got Sky Barron up, another power hitter. 8 home runs, 25 RBIs. Hold that one hard, but foul. Got me with that one. Went contact so I could at least try to make any sort of swing on it, and it works. We'll get the RBI single, and we get to the first, we draw first blood here in the 6th. And now you got Chris Ahoy, 2 home runs, 15 RBIs with a .356 batting average. A lot of guys with B to A power, but they're not hitting home runs because they don't quite have, like, maybe the trajectory isn't as good, or they don't have the passive ability things like DK did, because once DK saw B power, it was over. Some of these guys barely have gotten 2 to 3 home runs. Full count, payoff pitch. Runners are on the go. Unfortunately, hit right to the left fielder. They do get 1. Another chance for a little insurance now for Lloyd Stew. We haven't seen him in a bit, hitting .271 with 18 RBIs. With a runner on first. Little smack out to center field. And that'll bring up MacArthur Hendricks, whose power has also gone up a bit. This man was completely, like, contact fielding stuff. I don't know. Like, I don't have it on auto. I have them set to do that, but I guess, like, if I run enough of the specific trainings, or they're just doing really well at hitting, maybe that stat's going up because they've been using power when I'm not playing as them. They're right in the corner. I wasn't going to do anything with that. 95 pitches as we go to the 9th. 1-run ball game for Shadow. To be honest, 1-run game in the 9th was something I kind of saw Shadow doing in when we were developing him, because I thought originally he was going to be like a relief pitcher or a closer. I want to make sure he wasn't going to run on me, but he's probably going to. Smack that one all the way to left. I don't think dude's going to be able to run this down. Nope. Good slide, though. Ooh, just got it for his 10th strikeout. Shadow has faced 30 batters, giving up 5 hits, 10 strikeouts. Shadow's pitching has been on a whole nother level. We thought, like, Dan Cue Ball had a huge turnaround as well in his 3rd year. And Shadow's doing kind of the same, but maybe even better than what Dan did. Over to Hoy. Throw it first. That's the ball game. Keeps it a one-run game, a bit closer than we would have liked. Our offense kind of stalled a bit, but our pitching continued to persevere. We'll take it. Tough win out there. We did it against a good team. Wasn't easy. There's some sprints in there. Yeah, the field's always getting beaten up. Got to hustle out there. Semifinals is mid-tier. How the hell did we go against someone that was decent or higher than mid-tier, and now we're at mid-tier? I think they're lying. It's a trick to drop our guard. Semifinals. Give me Grease here to kick us off. 333 batting average. He'll take a meatball right down the middle. We love those. We love a little pregame or a start of the game meatball. I guess I should say it's not even not the pregame. That's what he ate beforehand, was a meatball. I love these first two to start. They have such great contact. They've been my favorite to lead off. I do miss Ricky and Ryland Oil leading us off and doing things like that, but Jimmy Grease and Lynn's back-to-back contact have been nuts. That's going to bring in 2 runs on the RBI double by Dude. Now you got Jamie Love up. Jamie Love with 364 average, 2 home runs. Got right under that. I just thought maybe you wanted to feel a little power today. Didn't quite get it, but Flynn Rubb will go up there with 382 average, 2 home runs. You kind of go through the contact leadoff, and then we kind of go into the power middle here. Even though they're not super they're not hitting a lot of home runs, but they have a lot of pop in their bat. They're still dangerous because then you go from Flynn Rubb to Sky Barron, 8 home runs, 26 RBIs. Which I would think is crazy and an amazing stat line to have if I didn't see what DK did. Sky Barron's stat line's really good, but it ain't 87 RBIs and however many fucking home runs. Shadow will take the mound on this one with a 4-0 lead in the start of this one. Gets the strikeout to set the tone here in this one. I don't know because I can't remember everybody's name that we make after a little bit. I have to look at who graduated with the yearbook. But I'm I want to know who's had the biggest turnaround because you can't say that with DK because DK started. He got to play from year 1. He was the only first baseman we had. He didn't turn around. He just exploded. He was a literal bomb. But there's some players that started out poorly and have turned it around by second to third year. And I'm Dan Q-Ball. I think Shadow kind of turned it around, but he didn't get a lot of opportunities. Relieving in this, being a relief pitcher is a little bit tough. You're more of just everything's falling apart, bring in an emergency pitcher. More so than the usual have a setup and a closer. I guess Lloyd or Stu or whatever we call him has turned around. That guy didn't look like he had any potential to playing. I thought Chris Ahoy was going to completely take over. And he gets the strikeout, and that's the ball game. Fantastic 7-0. They needed this. The more we win, the more we get to keep our seniors around a little longer. All right, finals. We're here at the finals against a contender rated, so we'll see what we can do. We're contenders. They're contenders. It's the finals. Prefecture of the summer tournament. We win. I think it's the same thing like the other one. We're already in it, but winning it would be a huge boost for us. But the more we get to go into it, the longer we have to keep our seniors around before they graduate. That's all I care about. I want to keep our guys a little longer. Jimmy Grease to lead us off. Oh, boy, he has a slow screw. Damn, this is a rare occasion where I hit it to right, but the second baseman with a sweet diving play gets that one. Can't argue with defensive plays like that. Lynn with no one on, with one out. That was a 92-mile-per-hour fastball. He's up there. Yeah, if we win, this is our first ever summer professional tournament title. We've never won this one. I think we've won spring and fall, but we have not won the summer one. It has eluded us as a title. But the bright lights might get to us. Clyde up, no one on. This guy's got some pretty nasty late break pitches, so I got to be careful. Oh my God, the break on that one really screwed me up. The fact that there was even contact at all. Well, hopefully the Tennessee team will be able to do something when I'm not in control, but Shadow leading us off. 1.36 earned run average. Slow roller up the middle. It's going to keep the guy on first safe. Oh, I wanted the corner. Now that is a sinker that does not move and just spins a lot, so not great. It spins a lot, but it doesn't move. It just kind of looks like a spinning hit-me pitch. Like a slower spinning fastball, which I guess a sinker kind of is. Ooh, the curve right below the strike zone for the swing over the top of that one for a strikeout. This one, though, he's a little mad about the strikeout, so he's going to crush this one to center. They're going to score on that one. 1-0. They draw first blood in this one. Ooh, I love a 12-6 cover when they can swing over the top of it. So we unfortunately give it the one run, but hopefully the offense can start doing something. Or the offense is just going to be unable to get a hit against this guy. They seem to have changed pitchers, though, for Chris Ahoy. I weakly smack it into the ground for a double play. Leads off MacArthur Hendricks. We're in a one-run game, down to the final inning here. Try to wait on it. So fucking slow. Foul ball. I kind of got under it. He'll be out number one. Jimmy Grease back to the top of the lineup. 2 outs remain to get it, trying to keep us in this. Backs this one hard to center. It will drop. And you got a runner on first. Got to worry about double play, so you really want to try to hit the ball up and not into the ground. So if I'm going to get an out like that, because I'm terrible, at least it's not a double play, but We're down to our final out. Clyde is up. 7 home runs, 38 RBIs. Maybe looking to smoke it. He smokes this one all the way to outfield, but it's right at the wall at the warning track, and they catch it. They win the champions. They're going to the cushion. Not us. I like how it says you're going to, but they are, not me. Newtastics could not win the summer. The summer perfection. We tried. 1-0 ball game. At least it was close. It wasn't a complete blowout, but our team couldn't go against a team that I think was lower ranked than us. We were so close to going. We were going to go to the cushion, and now we failed. I don't know how you say it, but we were going to. And now the seniors have graduated. We're doomed. Well, of course, I think Greece should get a chance out there. He's definitely leading the charge into this one. And she's going to graduate as well, so this person's going to be working with me now. We went from a B team to a D squad. Oh, boy. Keeping our defense pitch, because we're definitely going to need it, but I think right now we got to go back to balance. We got to kind of get a little mix of everything. Oh, here we go again. Contender-rated practice game against a team full of a lot of first years and second years that are going to soon be third years. I've changed up my lineup to what I feel is the effectiveness of what we can do. And, a lot of new faces. We haven't really seen too much playing. We're going to see. Leading us off is Jeff. Hitting a 125 average, and he's going to be right now leading off. Hopefully he can turn that around. For a guy with B contact, this guy has stunk. This guy stinks. Jeff soon to be third year. Maybe he'll be the guy that has like the big turnaround. Third year hits. He's in his senior year, and he just plays his heart out. Maybe he'll be up there for a big game. Cat Santiago, we got to see him a little bit during a practice game. 333 average in the little bit that he played. First year, he developed quite well, so I'm excited to see him play now full time. Because some of those guys were ready to go right away with fielding, so they just need to work on their batting a bit. Sky Baron, soon to be third year once it ticks over. Hit this one to center field for the out. You got Chris Ahoy still out there playing shortstop. I think he's played third base and second base, and now he's on shortstop duty with Reynolds being gone. So slow tapper over there, and then you got Flynn Rubb. Familiar faces all around. Smokes this one to center. Will this get down? It does. Now bring in at least 2 runs during this practice game. You love to see it. Now you got Cheese Conway up to bat. Small little guy here, little dude. He did have a chance to bat during the practice game, but he didn't get anything, so his average still at 0. Looking for his first hit of his high school adventures here. He's a fast little guy. He's able to beat that one out. So he gets his first one, and we're going to be seeing a lot more Folk Marmaduke. He has a good batting average, but you have to take into account the limited amount of at-bats. It can look a little inflated, but if he can keep it up, you like to see it. He's developed into a pretty good, backup guy. Jimmy Grace, he's bound in 8, but I'm probably going to change around the order. I just kind of let it sit where it was. But Jimmy Grace might be brought back up into the leadoff spot, if not somewhere else in the middle at least. I thought Montague was going to pitch, but we decided to put Cup Holder in because he just seemed like, when you look at the stars / overall thing, he was the better pick. He does need to work on his stamina. He throws a fastball, a curveball, and a screwball. So he's got fast, middle, and a little bit below middle for stuff. So we'll see what he can do. He does throw pretty hard. And he's been working on his off time on the breaking level of his pitches. So I'm hoping that he might be a pretty solid guy to just have pitching for his third year. But we'll see what happens. I mean, already back-to-back strikeouts for a cup holder. Hoping that maybe just like a lot of our pitchers, by the third year, that ERA deflates a bit because he's at 5 earned run average. Hoping that by third year, like a lot of our guys, it goes to like 2, if not below. But his curveball's nasty break to the curveball. He goes from 90-something miles per hour in a fastball and then drops a 72-mile-per-hour curveball with that much movement. Love it. Runners on first and second for a chance to score for Flint Rubb. Second year again, soon to be third year. This hasn't ticked over because graduation has not happened yet. So we will be having to look out for a couple infielders in our scouting. I got to look because we need catcher. We're going to need a catcher. We're going to need a couple like infielders. That's for sure. But another first baseman soon enough. Cheese Conway gets a nice smack. He's going to get an RBI for himself. Look at the little man. Cheese getting something. More chances to score. And that's going to bring up Jeff. 158. His average has gone up a little bit. But not by much as he sits right to a double play. It's my fault, but, you know, I'm still going to blame Jeff. Cat Santiago, 400 average, 2 RBIs. So nothing doing on this. We still got the run, but let's see. Now it looks like cup holder might be running into a little bit of trouble here. Now runners on first and second with no outs. Curveball. If it can catch the corner or break in like that, geez, I wouldn't even be able, I can't hit against the breaking pitch ever, so I'd be screwed. Hit over to second, but Jeff's not going to be able to run it down. They'll just keep the runners, though. Bases loaded. We're going to send Jimmy out there to talk to him. Feeling better. We're also going to improve the fielders out there with Montague. We'll see if we can get out of this. We're trusting in cup holder. And the trust might be misplaced. Gives up a run. Oh boy, they're really seeing him. They're going to run. And that's going to bring in another. It'll be a sac fly. 3-2. Opted up to Sky Banner. Is going to get this one. Now he's just 1 out away of getting out of this one. There we go. Just throw it right back in the corner. Kind of my worst way of pitching like that, but managed to get out of trouble. Keeping it 1 run, keeping the lead. Jimmy Grease will come up with a runner on first, 1 out. Smokes this past the third baseman. Keeps things going with a runner on first, second now for Gus Kidney, who is still looking for his first hit. Kind of a power outfielder. Most of the time we have contact first and then power later, but this guy's kind of developing like a first baseman where he's power first and I'll maybe make contact later. Either way, even with the weak contact, he still tries, but unfortunately, nothing doing on that hit. Good outfield play, though. Good diving play. Turn the lineup over now for Jeff. Jeff might be actually hitting worse than first to second year Stu in terms of batting average right now. And yet Stu had a worse set of stats when it came to contact. But at least he keeps the inning alive for Cat Santiago. Cat hits this one to center, and that will be an RBI single, station to station. We just keep moving. Move one guy to the next, just keeps rotating it through, and now you got bases juiced with the hard-hitting Sky Baron. Oh, he took to the skies, but he's going to drop real quick. Overzealous on that one. I got excited. Cup holder. Trying to see if he can close this one out. Now, his stamina would be much lower, but we did give him a bit of a boost during the thing, and he's recovered quite well for that. Now, this might be a questionable call, but it is a practice game, and I do like to let some other people pitch. And our other guy who's also a high contender of being pretty good is Lou. So we're going to bring in fresh Lou to finish this one out. Who has a 99.9 ERA, by the way, because the last time we saw him, I think he just gave up a home run, and he might already be in trouble the moment he came out. But it's a practice game, so I'm not going to beat myself up on it. I just want him to go out and do something. I'll be honest. He looks like he would be doing really well, but he has struggled very quickly. And I can tell from his pitches that he doesn't have anything quite slow, but he gets the strikeout. And that'll be the ball game, but he needs something a little slower, or we got to locate well with him. But 4-2, Cup holder pitched quite well. We're going to have to adjust the lineup a little. And work with what we got. All right, another practice game. Kind of the same deal as before. Didn't really change a whole lot. Got Cup holder to lead us off. He did bring his ERA down to 2.79 since the last time we saw him in the last game. We moved the lineup a little bit around, but it's still all kind of the same people are still out there. Nobody different coming in right now. Soon, though, they'll have to. At some point, like Booker Coy, going to have to come out there. Gillicuddy, who's not very good, is going to have to come out and do something. One's getting hit all the way over to kidney. Let's hit over to Conway. Cheese Conway. Ooh, he reached and got it. I didn't know if he was going to reach and grab that or not. His little frame running. All right, to lead us off, Cat Santiago. We decided to put him in the leadoff spot for right now. See how he does. 98-mile-per-hour fastball. Holy fuck. I just suddenly, when he threw the ball, a wind advisory hit me. Holy shit. But Cat Santiago was able to catch up with it and get it. Folk Marmaduke hitting in the number 2 spot. We'll see how he's going to do. He's hitting a 412. But again, he pinch hit a lot. He came in late in games. So now that he's going to probably be an everyday player for his senior year, wonder if he'll still be hitting as consistently when I'm not in control. I followed that pretty good. I really banked on him dropping that. I was like, I hope I can follow it. Sky Baron. 11, 8 home runs, 27 RBIs. A little sad because Sky Baron hit in a part of a lineup that like we have just started seeing him more. I wish we got to see him a little bit more than we have. I like him. Mainly because I just really like his name. Chris Ahoy. 2 home runs, 16 RBIs with a 340 average. Nearly got hit in the elbow. Smacks this one over to left. But it's just, again, a little too powerful of a smack. Flint rub. Runners on with 2 outs. Trying to power it every way, which way we can, but we're hitting it to every fielder. Power does not go anywhere. We'll see what happens. Chance for a run with a runner on second for Flint Rub. The one time I don't choose power, you threw it right down the middle. Oh, but he didn't have a great arm. Might have been able to actually score on that. Well, you got runners on the corners, and Gus Kidney still looking for his first hit. We're going to give him a big power up. We're going to give him the old steroid boost. The steroid boost prevails. 3-run shot. Oh, God. Gus Kidney. They took their kidney with that one. Be interesting to see how this goes because he is going to be he's powering up like a first baseman, but he's our outfielder, so he's going to be our power outfielder, which everyone eventually somehow turns into. But I'm all for it. It gave us the runs we needed. See if Cup Holder can get this one finished with a complete game shutout. God, the curved ball is nasty on this Cup Holder. The break, the curveball is so nasty. I love it. I've loved Cup Holder develop this curveball, and he's got 8 strikeouts. He's given up only 1 hit so far in this practice game for him. Ooh, just missed. This will be his second hit he gives up. Now that Conway apparently not going to scoop it up, though. He's like, I'm too little. I can't reach. It's all right, though. Runner on second. Cup Holder trying to close this one out still. Swing and a miss. Keeps throwing that fastball up like that's going to do something, and it doesn't. It's just, I might as well just throw him more meatballs. There it is. The curveball strikes him out. 9 strike out of the game. The ball game's over. Cup Holder able to pitch the complete game shutout in this practice matchup. A 3-run shot by Gus Kidney to get us the win. So I'm excited for a lot of these first year to turn second years. And some of the second years that are soon to be third years are, you know, looking fun. They may not be as fantastic as the other team, but I'm really excited for them. Our other group was still really fantastic, but I'm still excited to see what happens with them. So we're at the fall tournament, and from the looks of it, we only have to play round 1 and the finals if we win. And we're against an underdog team. I mean, we need all the help we can get because it's still a fresh team out here. Couple guys that are still very fresh and learning. But you got Cup Holder out there, and after his 2 practice games we got to see, I mean, he's already earned my choice for starting pitching right now. He also learned sinking fastball, which I didn't tell him to learn a pitch, but I don't know how often I'd use that pitch right now because it's dog shit. But he sets the tone early with a strikeout. Swing and a miss. How's that one off? Curveball that just like starts outside the zone, comes right back in. He doesn't swing. I'm not going to complain. That sinking fastball doesn't sink. It barely moves either. He literally just learned it and said, I'm going to throw this. But back-to-back-to-back strikeouts. We're going to take it. And we got Cat Santiago leading us off. Our first year, who has a lot of potential and already by second year has developed into quite the guy. Can't wait to see what he can do this year because he's getting full-time playing now. Same with Folk Marmaduke, who didn't get to... He was pinch hitting through his first and second year, so his senior year, we're going to see him play every day and see what he does. But he doesn't do anything there. Sky Baron, 299 average. Kind of sinking a bit there. Not sticking to the skies. But this time he does. Let the Sky Baron fly. 2-run shot. The opening salvo. I'm hoping for him to have an explosive final year with the team because we didn't get to see much of him for the first year, and half of the second was a little bit like he was in the lineup I didn't get to see. Chris Ahoy coming up, 327 average. 2 home runs to his credit. 20-something RBIs. Chris Ahoy smokes this one right to the right fielder. Guy barely had to move. And then you got Flint Rubb, 359, 2 home runs, 37 RBIs. He may not have been the power RBI guy we were hoping for to replace DK, which no one will, as I've said. But, you know, for the average and the consistency he's brought to the team, you know, I can't complain. The team sort of collectively had to realize that we can't just be carried by one guy the whole time, and then a lot of the team has gotten their contact and power up. Gus Kidney, who got his first home run in practice game, is up hitting 111. It's right to second baseman. He wanted it. He wanted the power. He just didn't get it. And we'll see what happens. His offense continued to explode with now a chance to add more insurance on with runners on third and first, and you got Cheese Conway hitting a 308. The first year, soon to be second year. Outfield little guy. I think he's like the smallest we could have made him versus like all the tall people we've had. Just a little cheese. Ooh, but that curveball's nasty. We have Zach Sparrow getting his chance, to looking for his first hit. He's replacing Jeff right now in the lineup to see if he can spark a little offense. Jeff's been hitting terribly. So Zach Sparrow's playing shortstop, which means Cat Santiago got to move to third and Chris Ahoy back at second. And he does. He gets an RBI, so we're going to take it. Clutch single from Zach Sparrow. Zach Sparrow, though, got 1 for 3 so far. Runner on first with 2 outs. Makes the pitcher pay for his mistake by throwing that ball down the middle, and he gets a hit. That turns the lineup over for Cat Santiago. Oh, I swung way too early. I'm so used to those guys throwing like 90 plus, so when they throw it slow, I'm so early. Santiago hits this one out to right. He just got it over the fence for the walk-off 3-run home run. That wasn't even that strong of a hit, but it had so much air under it, it just kept going. Newtastics win this one and move on to the finals in the tournament. 8-0. Their offense unstoppable against teams that are weaker than us. Holder played his heart out. Don't you think Cup Holder's cool? Holder earned Tokyo's perpetual machine, I think. People are starting to take notice of Cup Holder. I'm starting to think it's a trend. Anything I could buy at the store? I didn't really pay attention to my money. Own it. Buy a baseball card. I don't think there's anything I really want right now out of any of this. And we already own all the other things, so I'll just buy the card. Prove that fielding out there. Our finals opponent is against a contender-rated team. Upholder still got the stamina. He's a little tired, but we'll see if he can do it. Doesn't have quite the recovery as a lot of others. Lead us off, Cat Santiago. To be a first year, it's like Jimmy Greaves, being a first year and getting to be in the finals of a tournament right away. Got to be something crazy for a high schooler. Just like, I just got on the team, I'm starting to play regularly, and we're at the finals of a tournament. Welcome, Marmaduke. Screwball's going to get me. Yep. Hey, I was going to say, it's going to get me. He's going to break it right back into the zone. And it's not auto zone. 2-2. Waits for the one up and stays in the zone. He's able to pull that one for a single. And he got a runner on for the power hitting Sky Baron. Stop hitting power on that, and I probably wouldn't have made contact on power because that was a very small icon that I don't think I would have lined up. So we keep runners now on. One out for Chris Ahoy. A third baseman playing second because he can play short, third, and second base. Play a little bit of a lot of the infield positions, so it makes him a very versatile Ahoy. Now we got the bases juice for Flint Rub. Weak spot, but only sadly over to the shortstop, so it doesn't get past them. And now we have the runners. Bases loaded. 2 outs for Gus Kidney. It's up the middle. Ooh, the shortstop with a diving play. Is he going to be able to run it out? He's safe, and he scores. The runner's able to make it home. Beats out the play. Good attempt by the shortstop, but thank God for the speed. Kidney was able to beat that one out. That keeps it going for Jimmy Grease. 342 average, 9 RBIs. Oh, right to the second baseman. But hey, 1 run, opening salvo, we'll take it. We draw first blood. Now we just hope that Cup Holder can continue to pitch dominantly like he's been, but he's a little tired to start from pitching fatigue from yesterday. So we'll just have to see what happens. But it's the first out there. Line out to Kidney. Ooh, that one caught too much of the zone, and that ball might be out of here. That ball's gone. It caught too much of the zone, and he crushed it. He made me pay. Took my lunch money. Not swinging at it. They're not falling for it. One to the ground to Ahoy. Throw to first. Now 2 outs. Oh, and that one leaned into the zone. I thought maybe he wouldn't get too much of it, but he does. They crush it. Apparently this type of team is going to be very power heavy on me. Upholder might be in a bit of trouble. They're not fooling around. They're not caring much for my screwball. Over to Santiago. Throw to first. Gets the out, but unfortunately they take the lead with back-to-back home runs. Hopefully, Upholder and the offense can do something. We'll see. They have a chance for runs. Chris Ahoy up. Smokes this one to the outfield. That'll get down and bring in a run, maybe 2. Oh, he's so slow. He's so slow. He's not making it. He's not going to make it. Run back. It's 4-2. We keep the runners on the corners. And now you got Flint Rub up. Runners on the corners. No outs. Smokes this one to center, but I think he's going to catch it, but it will be a sac fly. And we cut the lead down to just 1, 4-3. May not have gotten a hit, but that's still a good piece of hitting. You like to see that. Hit it to the outfield, get a sac fly. Now you got runners on for Jimmy Grease. God, the sweeping curve breaks so much more than I expect. That ball's going out to center. Runners rounding third, going home, and that's going to tie the ball game. It is 4-4 in this one. The Otastics aren't going down without a fight. Now you got runners on for Conway, or Cheese Conway. You know, we're going to see if we have a lot of boost power. We don't have a boost contact, so what we'll do is we'll just make it so he prefers hitting any location. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough, so he'll get out. He tried, though. He's just a little cheese. Zach Sparrow with runners on. A big spot for him. Smokes this one to center. Don't think it's going to be enough to bring the run in, so now you got the bases juiced. And you turn the lineup over for Cat Santiago. Kind of a low pitch, took a smack at it, and that's going to bring in a run. Hughes take the lead here, 5-4. Now you got runners on, 2 for 3 for Falk Marmaduke. Smacks this one over. The center fielder's getting a workout. That's going to bring in a run. Another one's rounding third, going home, 7-4. More RBIs with a clutch single by Falk Marmaduke. And they finally decide to change pitchers right in time for Sky Barron to come up. And he hits a foul ball to the other stadium. God, that breaking pitch. There's no way I'm going to power swing that. I'll power swing that one, though. Does it stay fair? It's gone. 3-run shot. They have torn this one wide open. Eutastics offense never dies, except for when it dies, and God, he's dirty all over. His pants look like he's covered in shit. just an explosive inning of 9 runs in the 6th, and then they went on to score 3 more runs. Xavier Montague is out here to try to close this one out. And they put in Jeff, but that one gets past them. We're going to send out someone to improve his pitch power, velocity, and control. See if he can get out of this. Xavier Montague, the thrower of the Aethys pitch that comes in at 55 miles per hour, just dances at you. Ooh, he screwed up that pitch. Over to left. And he's going to have to just cut that one off. He's not going to be able to catch it. Over to Marmaduke for out number 2. Utastics at the edge of their seats, hoping to maybe win another fall professional tournament to go on. Fastball up in the corner. It's going to get by. Conway's going to have to get this one. Bringing a run, 13-5. Xavier Montague struggling to just end this inning, to get out of here. Over to Rubb. Rubb completely bobbles this one. And the team is struggling to just get through this. There you go. Popped it up over to Jeff. It lets me lock on. There we go. And that's it. Utastics have become champions again for the 3rd time at the Autumn Professional Tournament. If there's one championship we're really good at winning, it's fall or autumn. Again, with their song that I never change, the fresh leaves sprouting in spring. With the summer sun as our friend. Thinking of the long autumn nights. Winter is the season for learning until the day we seize glory. This does not go with it. I'm not singing to the tune at all. Let us sing for Itastic High. (13-6) after an explosive 9-run 6-inning, and then 3 extra tacked on in the 8th. Xavier Montague able to close it out, even though giving up 2 runs in the 9th. The Utastics get to keep going on in the fall with more baseball. They win yet another fall championship. One day, they'll win and get to the big tournament, the main one that we're actually trying to get to. But we get to put it in the record books. Now we'll have to try our best in the fall regional tournament. We're at the stadium. Maybe 1 or 2 former members of our school might be playing. Oh, it's our school's baseball team. He's playing. Cheetah's doing great out there. Great to see him. Today's the draft conference. Players considered a top prospect by scouts will get drafted by pro ball clubs. Another year, another draft. I'm so nervous. Who from our 3rd year is going to get drafted? Round 1 draft pick. They pick Shadow Shinobi. He's got 1st round pick. He's going to the Golden Eagles. Round 1 draft pick. Lynn Reynolds infielder from Utastic High, is going to the Tigers. The Bay Stars take Clyde Dude, outfielder from Utastic High. Round 1 draft pick. The Lions pick MacArthur Hendricks from Utastic High. And that concludes the draft. A lot of first rounders. Shinobi made it to the pros. Reynolds made it to the pros. Dude's going to the pros. And Hendricks, I don't even think I would have, if you would have told me if MacArthur Hendricks was going to the pros when we saw him originally, I probably would have said no. But he developed amazingly. We got 12 players who from our high school have made it pros. We make pro players. We just can't make fucking tournament wins. Well, 10 of our players have been drafted to the pros so far. Not in a million years did I believe we'd have the reputation we have, but it's all thanks to you, Coach. I'm a pro pitcher. Yeah, you're a pro pitcher in the Japanese baseball league. You're the best, Coach Clitori. Sometime later, a number of media outlets reach out for an interview. What's your approach to developing your players? My approach is really about the freedom to practice as players choose. Allow players to manage their own practice routine. The players give it their all in practice just as always. 1 power improvement. Shadow went to the pros. He graduated high school and is a pro ball player. We'll miss him. The fall regional tournament's here. We're against a mid-tier rated team, so hopefully we start off hot and not have to deal with any issues, but I don't know. We may have lost Shadow because he graduated and got drafted, but hopefully the cup holder can carry on as our pitcher. Cat Santiago, first year, soon to be second year when it ticks over for the graduation ceremony. That is a 49-mile-per-hour knuckleball, and I was clearly not ready. Getting to play every day now, and he's, in a big moment, in a huge tournament. Folk Marmaduke, 455 average, 4 RBIs. Excited to see how this year turns out for him. And we got now runners on the corners. No outs for Sky Baron. 11 home runs, 35 RBIs. It's no DK stats, but it's nice to see someone's trying to be like him a little bit. I would love it because the only thing that says they want to model themselves after pro players, they're modeled after real players. I really want someone to join in at first base and say they want to model themselves after DK as a pro player. It would be so funny to read. Be like, I want to be like this guy. Hard hit to right field by Chris Sahoy. He'll make it in with a double. Now you got runner on second, 2 outs for Flint Rub. I was going to say Flint Rub's average has been kind of going down. He's been cooling off a bit, but maybe that'll pick up a little bit of steam with an RBI double. Eels will take a 2-0 lead. And that will now keep the inning going for Gus Kidney. Hard hit to right, but right at the right fielder. A lot of rights. Side retired. Cup holder to kick things off here is our starting pitching. Again, thought it was going to be Xavier Montague to be our starter, but Cup holder developed quite well, and I don't know, he's just turned into a starter that we could use. Ahoy bobbles this one. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Everyone's just falling apart out there. We're too excited. So hopefully Cup holder can keep it going. It's got a nasty curveball, which has been great to use. I don't know why I would even try throwing that pitch. Marmaduke with an arm. Throws it to third to keep the runner from moving, but looking for a double play or something to get us out of here. Weak hit over. I don't think we're going to get a double play on that, is it? Ooh, we do. Good fielding there. If you had been a little bit faster, that wouldn't have been, but good throw by Zach Sparrow. And Ahoy to make the double play. I don't know about the call at first being out. That looked safe. But there's no replays in this one. So, there's no... We don't do that here. Chris Ahoy with bases juiced and 2 outs. Looking to add some insurance, perhaps? Oh, you know what? He didn't want insurance. He wanted salami, and he got the grand salami in that one. Bases loaded home run for Chris Ahoy. 436 feet. And already 7-0 as we barely even got through. It's 8-0 now. Probably going to mercy them now. If we get this last out, it will be ball game. Or they're going to keep fighting a little bit. They're like, nope, they get a solo shot right back. Now if we get out of this, they might mercy. They had to go down swinging. Right on the corner, struck him out. The ball game is over. 10-1 against it was a mid-tier opponent, so just wait till we go against a real tier opponent, and we're doomed. But we'll take it. Huge win. Keeps us in the tournament. On to round 2 against another mid-tier team. Cup holder takes the mound. He's still got good stamina because he didn't have to pitch the whole game. We'll see how it goes. Besides the occasional really bad pitch I make with him, he's been, just very dominant. Really hard to gauge that when we keep going against, like, the lower tier guys. So, of course, he's going to crush against them. Ooh, 93 on the gun. Struck him out. It'd really be sad for Xavier if that ball bounces fair. He was probably told at one point by the coach, yeah, you're going to be starting once our third years graduate. And then cup holder was like, hold on a second. I'll hold my own cup. And here he is starting right over that because Xavier was prepped and ready. That's kind of what happened with Max Cookie. Max Cookie was going to be our starter. Didn't get drafted, by the way. As you saw, Max Cookie did not get drafted. As Cat Santiago leads off. But Max Cookie was going to be our starter after Dan Cuball had graduated, but instead Shadow showed up out of nowhere at the third year. He was just a relief pitcher. And dominated in his third year and got drafted first round. Cat gets a single there, and now Folk Marmaduke. Weak grounder to second. Will it be 2? No, they're just going to go for the sure out at first. Now you got a runner on second for the power hitting Sky Baron. Doesn't get all of this one, but will the center field be able to run it down? He does. Chris Ahoy ate the whole grand salami last time in the last game. I got under that one. So nothing doing in the first inning. We'll see how they do without me. Bases are juiced for Flint Rub. Chance to strike first blood here in this one. Oh, got me on that one. Flint Rub smacks this one hard over to center. That will bring in a run, maybe even 2, maybe even 3 runs. A base clearing single. That's what you love to see. Hughes taking early lead, 3-0. Chance for more in the second with Cheese Conway with a runner on second and 2 outs. Very weak hit over to shortstop. Not going to be able to beat out the throw. So nothing doing there. But there's a chance to score with a runner on second for Sky Barron. It's this one between third and short. Runners rounding third, going home. It's a race against the throw. He makes it in time. It was a close call. The left fielder's got quite an arm out there. I was worried he might actually get him. Strong throw by the left fielder, but just tagged it in time. Again, more chances for runs with Cheese Conway up. Cheese Conway gets a little bloop over to center field to move the runner to second. Keeps the inning alive with 2 outs for Zach Sparrow, who has been in a bit of a slump, same as Jeff. Both guys looking for a little spark in offense. Hell of a slide by the left fielder to rob Zach Sparrow of a hit. And now we're down to the 9th inning. Cup holders only needed 73 pitches to get to the 9th inning, which is quite impressive. Gets that one. 8th strikeout of the ball game as well. Even this late in the game, he's still throwing up to mid-90s. And then throws in the 73-mile-per-hour breaking curveball to make him look silly out there. Oh, the curveball came moving right back in, but they're not giving me that. But we'll throw the fastball right there and get the 10th strikeout, and that's the ball game. Utastics move on in this tournament thanks to some great hitting there in the 3rd and in the 7th. We'll take it. Now this is where we might lose because it's a powerhouse team. We're not even at the quarterfinals yet. We're just in round 3. This is a powerhouse-rated team, and we have struggled against powerhouse-rated teams. And that was with our best team, so I don't know how it's going to go with this team. But we'll start with a strikeout to get us going, a strike-off. This ball's hit center. Conway running in. Get the out for out number 2. Zen Umezu. Good contact, good speed. A bit of pop in his bat. Got to watch out for. Over to Santiago, not going to be able to make the play, so they'll keep the inning alive with 2 outs. That brings up their power hitting Yuki. So if he crushes that when it's that out of the zone, I'd cry. I threw it at the corner. He doesn't swing. He thought maybe it'd be a ball. We'll take it. We get out of the inning without any trouble, and now we'll see if we can do anything with Cat Santiago to lead us off. This man throws about 15 different pitches. Like, what the fuck? This guy's, like, chart is nuts. And luckily, he threw a fastball, so we'll take it to get a single. And Santiago looking great during this tournament. Gets another hit. Same with Falk Marmaduke, hitting .452 batting average. It's a little bloop over past the second baseman. The runner wasn't moving at first because he thought he might catch it. So now you got runners on for the always dangerous Sky Baron. Ooh, late break on that one. You fooled me. You fooled me on that one. It's going to be an easy double play for them. So now you got runner on third with 2 outs, so a sac fly will not happen. Sweeper and a slider. 1 for a strike, 1 for a ball. Gets a fastball that does not get the call. 2-1. This one's smacked out there waiting for our pitch, and that's going to bring in a run. Here's get the opening salvo on this one. Chris Ahoy will move into second. Keeps the inning going for Flynn Rubb. 346, 3 home runs, 44 RBIs. Ooh, curveball just misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Try to wait on that, but unfortunately hit right to the second baseman. But a run does get in. Chance for some insurance with 1-0 game still being played for Falk Marmaduke with Zach Sparrow on second. Falk gets a little bloop. Now get past the second baseman. Unfortunately, Zach isn't super fast, so we're just going to have to wait with runners on the corners. And Baron Sky now in a huge opportunity. He'll be smacked out there, and that'll be an RBI single. 2-0 in this one. Sky Baron continue to produce any way he can. Now Chris Ahoy with runners on first and second with 1 out. Gets a good hold of this one. I don't think anyone's going to get there. Oh, it's out of here. I thought it was going to hit off the wall. It always surprises me. It's a 3-run shot for the Ahoy. 410 feet. Chris Ahoy laying the smackdown on this one. I'll be honest, I thought it was going to bounce off the wall. I was not prepared for home run. How's that? Bounce off the wall, be a base clearing, double. Newtastics are continuing to have a chance for more. Sky Baron back up there. 11 home runs. Maybe the second guy ever in our high school career to ever have double-digit home runs. And he's going to smoke this one out there, and that'll make the bases loaded for, you're not going to believe it, Chris Ahoy. Chris Ahoy smacks this one out to right. That ball's going, and it's gone. Chris Ahoy's eating his Wheaties. It's a walk-off grand salami. Chris Ahoy is on a whole nother level right now in this tournament. Chris Ahoy back-to-back home runs, both innings. A huge needed win on that one. And now bring us to the quarterfinals. Ooh, that was crazy. So we went against Powerhouse. Now we're against just a contender-rated team for the quarterfinals. Let's just hope we can keep it up. Keep the offense going. Keep the pitching dominant. I think we held them to a 1 hit in that last game, so. Set the tone early with a strikeout. It's quite the heavy raining game here today. Ground balls might get really stuck in the ground. Ooh, swing right over the screwball for a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts. Power hitter now. Got to watch out for in Kaito. Ooh, caught the corner. Back-to-back-to-back strikeouts. You love to see it. So nothing doing for them, and now Cat Santiago would lead us off here in this one. It's the fucking slowest pitch I swung yesterday, or tomorrow, I don't know. However that's saying supposed to be. That was a risky one. I think that might have been out of the zone, but it didn't move. I took advantage. Cat's going to get on with a single. Falk Marmaduke, 500 average. He has been a machine in this upper part of the lineup. We were talking about who had the crazy turnarounds going into their final year or second year, and I'm like, maybe Falk's the one, because when I looked at him, I didn't think he was going to do much. But he's turned it around getting into this third year, and I mean, he apparently was a pretty good pinch hitter. Because he was hitting, too, during his time where I wasn't seeing him all too often. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Sky Barron. It's this one up the middle past the diving infielder, and that will be an RBI single for Sky Barron, who has been a huge productive person in this lineup, as well as Chris Ahoy, who has racked up 5 home runs, 31 RBIs. The man has become a machine in RBIs, and he just won't quit. I don't know where Chris Ahoy has developed this DK-like ability right now, but my God, he is exploding for his soon-to-be 3rd year. They are going to be checking this man for DK enhancements after this one. 8-0 here. Falk Marmaduke with a runner on first at 2 outs. And I can't even say Chris Ahoy's got the hugest turnaround for either, like Falk and all them, because Chris Ahoy was already kind of an established, he was already a pretty good player, but his 3rd year, he's like, I'm gunning for pro. Oh, that ball's going to get down. That'll get him bringing a run. I think, nope, he's not going to run on the kidney arm. And you got runners on the corners with 1 out. Swing right over the curveball for an out. That makes it out number 2. I think 1 more out away from them losing this one. Curveball comes in, struck him out, and that's the ball game. An explosive offense of 8-0 for Eotastic. We get to keep moving on in the finals. Chris Ahoy has been on a whole nother level in the last few games. We get to move on to the semifinals. Into the semifinals we go. This has been just crazy. I mean, hopefully we can keep the momentum going here in the semifinals. Cup holder's been pitching on a whole nother level. Chris Ahoy is apparently maybe it's just DK in a costume this whole time right now because of the way he's playing. Has been phenomenal to watch, especially when I kind of went into when our third years graduated. I was like, I don't know how this team's going to develop or be, but things are clicking right now. Oh, a cup holder just tears them apart. 2 strikeouts. And we get to move on to the first here with Cat Santiago. 341 average. Got a home run at some point. 7 RBIs. I think, yeah, I hit a home run with him. That was the one I didn't expect to be a home run, so it still shocks me. Hit one in the corner right. That'll be a double. Cat I was excited to see what Cat could do when we got him, and I'm happy he's been just killing it during this tournament as the leadoff guy. And Folk Marmaduke has been maybe my biggest shock when it comes to someone who hasn't been developed very much, and now he is really turned into something. 11 home runs, 38 RBIs for Sky Barron. What was that? I think I got the data wrong. I think that might have been more 12 home runs and however many RBIs. I think we meant to add 3 more to that. Sky Barron sends it to the sky. 3-run shot. Opening salvo. This team's on a whole nother level right now. I hope they can keep it going the whole time. Bottom of the 7th. Nobody on. No outs for Folk Marmaduke. Hitting 509 batting average. At that point, if someone's hitting a 500 average, you might want to start walking him a little bit. It's not super fast, so he's not an on-base threat. Six nothing at the bottom of the 7th here in the semifinals of the fall tournament. Marmaduke hits this one to left for a single. And you know what that means. It brings up the always dangerous Sky Barron. 12 home runs, 41 RBIs. I caught that just a little bit for a foul. Smokes this one to left. That'll bring the runner to third. Sky Barron will stay on first. And now Chris Ahoy, who's just as dangerous with 6 home runs and 35 RBIs. Been on a bit of a surge of power over these last few games. And it's not slowing down. Walk-off 3-run shot for Chris Ahoy. Ball game. Eotastics are going to the finals here in this one. You'll love to see it. Chris Ahoy is on a whole nother level when it comes to his power right now. I don't know what he's eating, what needles he's taking. Holy crap. We have been on quite a tear. This might have been the most explosive tear we've had in any of the tournaments, but we made it to the finals of the fall district tournament. We have not won a district anything. We've only done like the perfection tournaments. We've won spring, we've won fall in those to get to the regionals. We haven't won any of the summer ones, but we're looking to maybe get something here. Cat Santiago to lead us off. Little bloop over the shortstop. Cat doing what Cat does best. Getting on early for Folk Marmaduke. Oh, I tried to follow it, but I got under it. But will it be enough? Will he be able to run it down? He does. Good diving play. It's the finals. You got to lay it all on the line out there. Now you have Sky Barron, 12 home runs, 41 RBIs. It's been a machine. Ooh, back-to-back strikes that I didn't know if I'd be able to do anything with. All right, that keeps it going. Runners on first and second. You have Chris Ahoy, who's 7 home runs, 38 RBIs, who's turned it around a lot in this tournament. Smacks this one over to right field. Should have waited the runner on second. Could have moved him to third, but and you got Flint Rubb. Smacking this one over to left field. I don't know if he was going to be able to beat the runner. That was a good arm. Now you have Gus Kidney. Bases juiced. A little weak blooper past them. They'll drop down. They'll bring in a run, maybe even 2. Gus Kidney with a 2 RBI single to get the opening salvo. A much needed thing. And now Jimmy Grease. We haven't seen much of him because he's in the lower part of the lineup, but still hitting quite well. He adds a much needed amount of contact to the lower part of the lineup. Oh, I got right under it. Right to the center fielder, but at least we were able to score. Now we'll just see if Cup Holder can keep doing what Cup Holder has done. Hold them. Past Zach Sparrow, not going to be able to get that one. They get a leadoff single. And waste 1 pitch to see if he tries to run. He didn't try to run. Ooh, caught the corner with the curveball, and they called it a strike. I will take that. The guy was fast. I'm going to go for the sure out at first because I don't know if we were going to get the guy at second with B speed. Over to Rubb. That ball's staying fair. Ooh, just tags it. Ooh. Gets out of that one with no trouble for the most part. And let's hope things stay cooking. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Upholder in a little bit of danger. Oh my God, I threw that up and in, and that still, he was able to make contact with it. Now bring in a run. It's 2-1 now. I brought it like up and in out of the zone. I thought maybe he wouldn't make any contact, but he did. There we go. Swung over the curveball. At least we get out of that with keeping the lead. I don't want to keep pitching. Runner on second with 1 out. Pops this one up to Flint. Now 2 outs with a runner on second. Ooh, hard hit, just foul. Smacks this one. Marmaduke running to right. Marmaduke drops it. Oh, the E9 Marmaduke's not so great fielding comes back to bite us on the ass ever so much. Marmaduke fucking drops the ball. Now ties the game. can't get the calls I need. There we go. He didn't swing at that, so unfortunately it's a tied game due to the error. And now they're in the lead, so now we're down by 1. Our last chance to try to do something. Chris Ahoy will lead us off. Oh, the fork ball. You nasty son of a bitch. Oh, that was such a weak hit. Out number 1. Clint Rubb up to bat. 2 outs remain. Clint smokes this one out to center for a single. Looked like it went into his mouth. You got a runner on for Gus Kidney. We don't have like any contact improvements, but we can at least give him some power. Maybe he does something. Oh, you give him the strike on that, but I throw it there and it's a ball. This umpire's out to get me. 2-1. Smokes this to center. I don't know if he's got enough power to do much with it. Maybe. He does. He hits the home run, the 2-run to jump ahead. Just enough juice to get it out of here. What a clutch home run by Gus Kidney. Just trying. Just doing anything in our power. Literally in our power to try to stay in this. And now for the hardest thing I have to do. Close this one out. We're going to give him a little boost out there. Do I have an improved fielding? Yeah, improve our fielding a lot. And we'll just see. 3 outs away. Swing and a miss, strikeout. 2 outs away. Weak 1 over to Holder, throws to first, 1 out away. The Tastics are bouncing around, they're on the edge of their seats. That one's going to get down, so it keeps it going. Oh, my God. You don't give me that? And he struck him out. That's the ball game. They're champions. They're regional champions. Tastics won a new champion, and it's their first ever Autumn's regional champion, all thanks to a very, very close home run that almost didn't make it. Oh, man. I shouldn't be sweating. Let us sing for Ew-tastic High. The final score in this one, 4-3. The 9th inning heroics of a 2-run blast into center field, the deepest part of that park pretty much. And almost an error to screw us over with 2 errors in this one. But we did see the one with Falk Marmaduke dropping the ball at right field. But good pitching for both sides, I would think. I mean, we gave up the 3 runs, but there could have been so much worse damage on that one. But again, 4-3. What a victory for the Utastic High. Because we won the fall regional tournament. Put it in the books. We walked away with the trophy, and we have a place at the Spring Ocean. Before that, as a prize for winning the regional tournament, we're set to compete in the fall national tournament. Only the winners of the other regional tournaments could play in the fall national tournament, so expect fierce competition. Oh man, we have to keep going further beyond. Well, time to start scouting talent. I don't really know where we're going to go. I mean, of course, we don't need a ton right now with pitchers just yet. We will soon. I mean, we're due for catchers and infielders, so... and outfielders. We need a little bit of everything still, so... One of them said they had 7 catchers. That one had 5. This one just has 8 catchers. This is an entire place full of catchers. Let's see what this one's got. This one's got a lot of infielders and outfielders. That's a pro player thing. Ooh, you do, Shuto. Excellent normal batting, great running, one to watch with ability. We're going to try. I don't care how hard it is. It was mostly negative. I'm still want to give them my business card. I hear it's time to scout a player. We scouted an outfielder. Let's just go to here. See what this place got going. Got a decent looking second baseman here. Let's go for him. It seemed positive he might join. Time to scout again. Seems to be actively developing hitters, developed in several ways. Check what West Tokyo's got going. No, not great. Well, why not? I mean, I don't know, actually. I'm just saying the stars and thinking, oh, they must not be good, but they might still be good. It's just they might be easier to join because of our reputation. He had really good speed, which it's not really what I look for in a catcher, but that's not the worst thing I would do. We could use the guys running a little faster. The fall national tournaments here, they're mid-tier. I'll take it. If they suck, I'll be happy. I just can't believe the game we just had. I'm still sweating over the last game. I'm not even over that one. We won that tournament on a fucking bullshit home run that almost didn't make it. But here we are. First time ever in a college, I guess they say it was like a college stadium or something. Cub holder leading us off here at the national tournament. Cup holder gets the strikeout to set the tone. The furthest in any tournament Utastic High has ever gone. It could be short-lived, but we're going to enjoy every moment of it regardless. Let's hit over to Cheese Conway. Out number 2. pop this one up over to Chris Ahoy. He'll get this one. And a simple inning. No damage done. And then we'll have Cat Santiago to lead us off. 333 average, 1 home run. Few RBIs to his name. It's been a heck of a leadoff guy for me. And he continues to do what he does best. I'll bring up Folk Marmaduke. Hitting-wise, phenomenal. But after what I saw during that fielding, I'm a little scared. After that game where he dropped that ball. But hopefully he continues to make up for that. With a nice hit out to the deep part of the field. That might bring in a run. We're rounding third, going home. They're not even going to make the throw. It's 1-0. From Folk Marmaduke, RBI double. That brings in the always dangerous 12 home runs, 41 RBIs, Sky Barron. That was a little out of the zone, but I thought maybe because it wasn't moving, we could push it out of here. Now, Sky Barron's dangerous. He's got great stat line, but 7 home runs, 38 RBIs. Chris Ahoy during this entirety of fall has been just disgusting. He does it again. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what drugs DK gave this man. The cook play. Oh, no. You're just destroying it. Stop breaking things. You broke my baseball game with your stat line. Now you're breaking games. A chance for more runs. You have Jimmy Grease up. Hitting a 346, 2 home runs, 15 RBIs. Kind of a weak hit. It's an infield fly, unfortunately. Thought maybe I'd get a little bit of a hit on that. Cheese Conway up. Right down the middle for big old Cheese. Not really, he's a tiny guy, but, you know, he still makes a good hit. And now Zach Sparrow will come up. It should be Jeff playing, but Zach Sparrow is in because both of them aren't really hitting that great either, so they're kind of seeing whose offense is going to spark. Ooh. Dangerous spot for cup holder. Runners on the corners. No outs. Glad he didn't want to take the bat off his shoulders. We'll take it. Out number 1. Can't believe he didn't hit that. That was way more in the zone than I thought it was going to be. Struck him out. Had to turn it into a trade. Good for me. Well, there you go. You've just became the literal machine that I make out of you from the AI in these games. Oh, there we go. Lots of strikeouts. Cup holder gets out of danger. Doesn't give up anything. We got Cat Santiago with a runner on first. 2 outs. This is a cool stadium to be in. It's got to be sick to go and to do this as a high schooler. Runners rounding third. It's going to be an RBI double for Cat Santiago. Now with a runner on second and 2 outs, brings up Folk Marmaduke. Still with a 500 batting average, 7 RBIs. He's hitting an incredible so far he's been. Rounding third, going home. That'll be another RBI. Is that the... That's not going to be it, right? Yeah, it's not a ball game. Sky Barron, 340 average. Again, any other time, Sky Barron, Chris Ahoy, all these guys, their stat line as he crushes this one out of orbit. Take to the skies, Sky Barron. The walk-off 2-run home run. Any other time, I would think that stat line's impressive, but again, DK really set the bar for a ridiculous stat line. But these are still very impressive. The Fantastics don't get eliminated in the first round. We get to keep going. We move on in this tournament. Let's scout a player. I do love scouting. I'm scouting. Let's see what you got going. Anything interesting from the pitchers? He's got a one-to-watch ability. We'll grab another catcher guy. Let's see about you, baby. You seemed pretty decent. He was positive about joining. All right. Keep on moving. Hopefully we can keep the momentum. Quarterfinals. Cup holder continuing to just be a great dominating pitcher throughout this whole thing in fall. Gets a nice easy out to start in this rainy game. It's going up behind Ahoy. Good over-the-shoulder catch by Chris Ahoy. Not going to be able to get that one. It was hit too hard. Keeps the inning alive for their power hitter in Jin. Jin hits hard. Swings right over the screwball for the out. We get out of it with no trouble, no damage done. And we got Cat Santiago to lead us off. 340 average, 1 home run, and I think it said 8 RBIs. It could have been wrong, could have been 4, I don't know. Goes away so quickly. This one hit right to the shortstop. Route number 1, and now no one on for 8 RBIs, 508, Folk Marmaduke. Unfortunately, nobody on, but it's not going to stop him. He's going to go and round first, make this into a double. Now with a runner on second for the always dangerous Sky Baron. 13 home runs, 43 RBIs. Oh, that breaking pitch got me. I was kind of hoping if it broke down, I'd just miss. But since it broke to the right, my back caught it. So Chris Ahoy now with a runner on first, 8 home runs, 40 RBIs. Smokes this one the same way Marmaduke did, and that's going to be an RBI single, maybe even a double. He's just going to break all of his games. So I'm just waiting until DK plays a game that isn't cooking or anything, and he's like, I learned how to cook. Like, what? Flynn Rubb up to bat now with a runner on second. 2 outs. Moment I give up on power, they throw me a nice meatball, but that's going to be an RBI single from Flynn Rubb. 2-0. It was continue to try to build off of this, and now you got Gus Kidney, who's hitting 295, 2 home runs, and to his credit, he was the savior that got us to this tournament. Smacks this one over to left, but right at the left fielder. But 2 runs come across. We'll see what happens. Runner on second with no outs. Cup holder in a little bit of danger to start this off. slow roller to Ahoy. The rain makes it hard to get to, and he's fast, so that's going to be an infield single. Runners on the corners. So it's no outs. That's going to get down. That'll be an RBI. Upholder in a little bit of danger, struggling to get out of this one. Right on the corner. Swings over the screwball. It's a 7th strikeout. Gets out number 1. Oh, and that ball got smoked. Off the wall. They'll bring in a run, maybe even 2. Yep, they take the lead in this one. Cup holder unable to keep the damage down. Smacks this over to center. Conway's running. We'll move the runner over to third. So you now got a runner on third with 2 outs. A weak poop over to there. Oh my God, hold the contact. I can't believe he caught that. Lays it out. He's like, screw it, I'll get this out. He wants to get the hell out of here. I can't believe we caught that. Well, that was one way to end the inning. Unfortunately, our offense unable to do anything, and we keep running into more danger. Pops this one up for Barron. Gets out of it with no danger, but we're still down a run. But we have a chance. A runner on second. No outs for Sky Barron. Hold it too hard. Foul. Oh, that break. To be honest, our Sky on second should have ran to third. And might have been able to make it. Chris Ahoy, though. Runner on second, 1 out. Smacks this one. They're playing kind of in on that one, so that's going to bring in a run. That'll bring Chris to second. Tie ball game. Chris has been on another level this entire fall series. It has been nuts to see. Now you got Flint Rub up. And Rub now brings this one to right. Off the wall for another RBI double. Fantastics now take back the lead, 4-3. It's a boxing match out here. Now you got Gus Kidney with a runner on second, 1 out. And he almost got hit in the kidney. He pulls this one into no man's land. No one's over there. That'll be another. We just keep swapping places. RBI double. And now Jimmy Grease is up. Shouldn't have really went for that, but I thought maybe he'd get a good smack. Conway, Cheese Conway. 5-3, runner on second, 2 outs. Pulls this one to no man's land. No one's over there. That's going to be another RBI double. Back-to-back-to-back RBI doubles for the team. Now it's 6-3. Now you got a runner on second again, 2 outs for Zach Sparrow. Over the shortstop's head. That'll bring in a run. 7-3. And now we turn the lineup over for Cat Santiago with a runner on first. And he's going to hit it out to left. They're just throwing it. They're struggling to pitch to anybody in this lineup right now. The pitches aren't breaking. We're lining it up nicely. Bulk Marmaduke now up. Bulk's going to hit it. They just threw it down the middle. That pitcher gave up. 8-3. And I think they've gone through like 3 or 4 pitchers already. They keep changing pitchers. Sky Baron now up. Sky Baron says, see you later. Take to the skies, Sky Baron. Ball game. Walk-off 3-run shot. An entire collapse of their pitching in that inning. I haven't seen a collapse like that since I've seen a Mets game. (11-3), a 9+ run 8th inning. In general, Utastics keep fighting. And I'm getting too stressed for this. Now it's the semifinals. We'll see what we can do, as usual. Cat Santiago to lead us off. Does what he does best when he can get a lead off. It makes me feel better. Bulk Marmaduke with a runner on. Falk's contact, because of how good he's been hitting, has moved up to a B before even while with the training and stuff. But like, he's hitting so consistently. I'd lose my mind if we could get, because I don't know if there's like a cap on who, when they join, what their starting stats could be, but if someone could just be like B's to Ace contact power right out of the like box would be crazy to develop. Sky Baron up to bat, the always dangerous Sky Baron. Late break on that one's going to be a double play. Yeah, Chris Ahoy, who's been on a crazy surge of just everything during this entirety of fall. He must be a fall player. He loves it. He's all about it. Chris Ahoy has been like a huge part of the offense that's kept us going in this. Lind Rubb to bat. He's going to also get himself into the fray with a nice single. Back-to-back hits keeps the inning alive for Gus Kidney. A little early on that one. I was a little indecisive on swinging at that. That one I was not. And since there's no outs, just keep running. It does not matter if they caught it or not. So we can easily get a score on that one. It's 2-0. Now you got runners on third and second for Jimmy Grease. 2 home runs, 15 RBIs. I think well over 300. Smacks this one over the shortstop. Now bringing a run. Another run coming in. 4-0 to start this one off. And that's where the CPU will take over until it's pitching time. It's pitching time. Cup holder coming up to pitch. He has pitched a 1.3 ERA. 1.13. I don't even know what I just said. It's all the music and everything, all the excitement. Sets the tone with a strikeout. Gets another strikeout. That one went right in the middle of the zone. I'm surprised he didn't swing. But who am I to complain? Oh, this one goes out. That's not going to be an easy 1-2-3 inning. Got to ruin it. It's always the one party pooper. Santiago, I appreciate the attempt. You weren't going to get there unless your arms could stretch like Mr. Fantastic. This one's popped up over there. Ahoy's running over. All right, gets out without any damage. Chance for more insurance for Folk Marmaduke with Santiago on second. 1 out. Marmaduke doing what he does best, which is constantly hitting the ball. He has been so consistent. Now Sky Baron will be up. That'll probably be a double play, unfortunately. I was kind of hoping he hit a little bit higher. Runner on first and second with 1 out. Upholder running into a little bit of danger. The runner on first is very slow, so possibility of a double play is there if he hits a ground ball. But he doesn't. Marmaduke, please don't drop this. You scare me sometimes now. I'm a little worried after the last thing. Swing and a miss on the screwball. Fish strikeout. Gets out of it with no danger. Now runner on first. 2 outs for Jimmy Grease. Grease this one out to center. That'll be a loud single. Keeps the inning alive for Cheese Conway. 288 average, 4 RBIs, hitting in the lower part of the lineup. Didn't do too much with that. Now to see if Cup Holder can close this one out. Swing and a miss, 94 mile per hour. Let that one fly for a strikeout. 8th strikeout of the game for him. Let's go, and Marmaduke running it down. Makes the catch, 1 out away to moving on into the finals. Weak grounder over to Hoy. Throw to first. Ball game. Here, Tastics are going to the finals of this national tournament. The fall national tournament has just been a crazy fall series. This is a powerhouse rated team for the finals, so now I'm even more stressed. All the other ones were like contender. Maybe a mid-tier thrown in randomly. Powerhouses worry me. We'll see what happens. Catch Santiago to lead us off in the finals of this tournament. If we win, it's our first ever fall national tournament title because we've never been here. Two balls, 2 strikes. I got under that one right to Maru. Hulk Marmaduke, who's been on just a hitting spree of 521 average here in this whole tournament. Unfortunately, a weak hit, though, to shortstop, so not a good one there. Nobody on and 2 outs for Sky Baron. I can't believe there was even a piece made of that, but it's not going anywhere. So 1, 2, 3 inning. It was do nothing, and let's hope we can keep them to do nothing. They are nothing but A's and a lot of power, and I am scared. Yep, already off to a terrible start with that one. Off the wall. So a big double for them. They're going to have some fucking power. And it's going to be very worrying. This guy lets it go by. Strikeout. Ball smoked. Conway's not going to get it, so that's going to be an RBI, I think. Yeah, an RBI single for them. So we're probably going to get crushed because powerhouse teams I don't pitch well against, and they're fucking ridiculous. They're so strong. There we go. Nice strikeout. 2 outs now. Over to Santiago. Throw to first. We get out of with minimal damage. Unfortunately, gave up the 1. Hopefully, pitching-wise, and our offense can wake up a little while I'm not playing. Doesn't look like it. They are crushing us. 3-0. We have a runner on second. Cheese Conway with a runner on second. 1 out. Our pitching or our hitting wasn't doing anything for a lot of those innings. Geez, Conway with a nice smack out there. Not going to be able to bring in the run, though. Runners on the corners, though, for Zach Sparrow. Gets to smoke this one out to the outfield. That's going to bring in 1 run, maybe even 2. Yeah, okay, they didn't throw. I was like, if he had a strong arm, he might have beaten him. It's 3-2. Eagles are trying to claw back. They changed pitchers for Cat Santiago. They brought in their first year who hasn't pitched at all, so I don't know. He might suck, which would be really good. Back-to-back pieces of hitting, and now you got runners on first and second for the Hulk Marmaduke. Weak little bloop, but that's fine. Now you got bases loaded. For the man of the hour, who I hope I don't hit in a fly, Sky Baron. He couldn't make it into a double play, so we at least tied it. Now we got Chris Ahoy up with 2 outs. Oh, God damn it. Foul ball. I took a weak smack at that. We were able to tie it, but we couldn't get the lead. Top of the 9th. Flynn Rubb will lead us off. No one on. Oh, my God, the late break. I wasn't ready. Go foul. Oh, they had the shift on right at the second baseman. Just kidney, you know? Give him a little power up. Why not? See if he can do anything. He was the hero in one of the games, but can he do it again? Can he even... Nope. Real bad swing on that one. Should have taken that pitch. 2 outs now. Nobody on for Jimmy Grease. God, this guy, he sucked in the beginning, and now he's like, pitches are getting me. Nothing doing at the top of the 9th. Now we got to hold them at the bottom of the 9th. Which I hate because I have to pitch. Swings over the curveball for the first out. screwed there. He hits the curveball, so now he's got a runner on first. 1 out. He's kind of slow, but they're going to bunt. Okay, well, I'm going to just fuck this all up, I guess. I keep doing the thing where I'm prematurely hitting this button to throw to first, but because he didn't go into the animation to pick the ball up, I just throw my body on the line like I'm telling somebody to get down so they don't get shot. So that one's on me. Overzealous there. Ooh, just got that to strikeout. 1 out away of trying to get out of this inning. I am nervous. Over to Kidneys, running it down. Gets out of there, so I guess we go into extras because I don't think we don't do a tie in a tournament. So, top of the 10th. Conway to lead us off. Pulls this one to left field. Extra inning baseball with Cheese Conway on first at the top of the 10th. Zach Sparrow now. It's over to left, but this one stays up a little too high. Now we turn it over for Cat Santiago. Weak hit to no one, so that'll move him over to second. Runners on first. It's second with 1 out for Folk Marmaduke. Weak hit over the second baseman's head. Bases are now loaded for the guy we, want to see a home run from, but I may just be contact swinging because I am too scared, and it's smarter that way. Not that it matters. It's safer, but it don't mean anything if I can't make contact with it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Loops this one out to center. No one's going to get there. They'll bring in a run. Running around third. They'll bring in 2 runs. 5-3. Ews fighting back, clawing back. They finally bring in another pitcher. Another guy who's not even pitched before. Oh, I fucking smacked that one like shit. All right. Flint Rub, runner on first, second, 2 outs. Oh, he throws a knuckle curve. What a douche. And pull that to first. So now the Ews have a chance. They just got to shut him down. I'm going to sit there and tell everyone's fielding to get better for this one. And we're out of these things, so that was all we could do. I just want to make sure our defense was good. Strikes him out. 2 outs away from the champions. The championship here. The title. The national tournament. Over to Marmaduke. Runs it down for out number 2. 1 out away. Edge of their seats. Oh, right past Santiago. Couldn't get that one. Keeps it going. It's this one over to Conway. Conway's under it. And ball game. They've done it. They're the winning national team. What a fall series this was. Holy shit, what a series this was for this team. The power, the clutch hitting, the consistency, the pitching. Oh my god. I'm gonna down so much dinner of whatever I find. I don't care if it's hot dogs or whatever. I gotta eat something because this shit's making me very hungry, but also like I gotta stress eat. Let us sing for Utastic High. We've done it. What a game. In the extra innings, Utastics win it in 10th inning, 5-3. Become your fall national champions. The ups, the downs, everything that happened and all of that was ridiculous. We showed the other regions how real baseball is played. The next stop will be the spring coaching tournament. Team heads back to school where we hoist our heads high for victory and then go and do a study group because you guys might fail your exams because we haven't been doing much academics. The scouts are watching Marmaduke right now. Marmaduke put on a show. I mean, after what he did during that fall series, now I could see him being a round 1 pick. Our 2029 record ended with just 27 wins, 2 losses, and no ties. 4 players from our team was drafted. We didn't make the quotient, but we did win the fall national tournament, so can't say it was a total failure of a year, especially when at our best, I couldn't even win a tournament, and then at our, like, not our best, but like with the new first years and second year to third years, we managed to win a tournament. So I'm hoping with the addition of whoever's coming in on the team, it will be like a huge hit for us. I hope it'll really help add to the team. Our school's baseball team, it's 0. He's playing amazingly, filling you with great pride. We went and visited a stadium. We're seeing DK. I actually really like their uniforms, their other ones, because they're very blue. Like, the blue is really nice. Look at him. Look at him go. We took notes on Zero's plays to go over for them later. EV King guide. He is a king. Today's the day they announced which schools made to the spring coaching tournament. We played well at the fall regional tournament, so it's looking almost certain, but we can't relax until it's official. The school secured a place in the tournament. You were confident it would happen, but you feel relieved all the same. We did it. Our school's first ever trip to it. Hell yeah. Players are ecstatic. I can't believe we're going to the tournament. The thing we're working our goal towards. Man, it's almost graduation time. All of our seniors are going to go off, and some of them have already being drafted. We're going to miss those guys. And no one has to take the class. No one failed their final exams. That's nice. How about some volleyball? Arrived at the pro team ballpark. There's this guy, one of our other guys we had, one of our third years at the time. Gonna be graduation ceremony soon. Today's the graduation where we say goodbye to our seniors. We'll miss these guys. We'll miss you, Shadow Shinobi, who played in 25 games with a 1.39 ERA. He's a pro player. He's going to play in the pros. Max Cookie went on to be an instructor, 3.15 ERA. Lloyd Stew went on to the store, 274 batting average with 18 RBIs. Lynn pro player at 349 batting average with 19 RBIs. Clyde, 306 batting average, 7 home runs, 38 RBIs, went on to be a pro. MacArthur Hendricks, 301 batting average, 5 home runs, 29 RBIs, went on to be a pro player. Jamie Love, 42 games with 353 average, 2 home runs, 23 RBIs. Unfortunately, he didn't get drafted. You would think with that stat line compared to everyone else's, he would have. But again, there's only so many you can have drafted, I guess, at the time. They picked the other guys. And then the lady there, the girl that was helping us, went on to go work at the bookstore. I'll miss these guys. I'll register them. The graduation ceremony, it is so sad to see them go. I'm gonna miss them. I know people want this episode to lead into the big tournament, but we are going to have to wrap it up there. Normally, I would go until we get our graduation people or like our entry people, like the new ones. But because we actually won the tournament, we're going on to play in the coast thing, and that's happening soon, as it's going to be on 3/18 in the game, not in real life. I'm not waiting until March to play it. That'd be weird. Either way, YouTube, hopefully you enjoyed. This was... I feel like this was awesome. Like, the whole fall scenario was crazy. When we were not even at our best, we managed to make it. Like, they turned into the best. And it was awesome. I had a blast. But for YouTube, hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll get to the next one soon enough. And... see if we can at least... My goal right now, even if we don't win that tournament, I just want to be able to make it one round. I don't want to be eliminated first round. We'll see what happens.